Accusations of hazing and sexual assault have been made against university athletic programs throughout the state in recent months.
And tonight we learned of another New Mexico university which is facing accusations that players were sexually assaulted at the home of their coach. Here's John Cardinale with the Target 7 investigation.
Eastern New Mexico University is a Division II athletic program in Portales. For the past 3 months, we've been investigating claims that members of the women's basketball team were being forced to receive athletic treatment from their coach's husband, and that led to what they say was sexual assault. And in the middle of our investigation, the university let the coach go for unspecified reasons. This was Eastern New Mexico University's women's basketball coach, Megan De Los Reyes.
I didn't understand just how great the community was in Portales until I really lived here.
She was an up-and-coming college basketball coach who came to Portales in 2021. The school had just extended her contract through the 2024 season, paying her $82,000 a year with bonuses.
We have high hopes to work on that and build on that momentum from last season.
But just last week, the university sent out this news release announcing a change in leadership. It comes just as Target 7 was looking into allegations that she was requiring her players to seek treatments from her husband at her home. And some players are now saying in this federal lawsuit that they were routinely abused and sexually assaulted, and some of the sessions were being recorded.
As an 18-year-old, I mean, your coach is your God. And so you have to do what they say or else you lose playing time, you fall out of favor, you get benched.
Santa Fe attorney Kathy Furlick is representing 3 players making the accusations. The players are all from outside the state and have since left the university and entered the NCAA transfer portal.
These girls came to ENMU as freshmen and transfer students in order to play basketball and get a 4-year education.
This is Coach De Los Reyes' husband, Glenn. According to his website, he is a biomechanics specialist and nutritional therapist. And these are some of his techniques.
The ability to move allows you to perform the activities that make you feel alive.
According to emails and documents Target 7 obtained through a public records request, the university was aware of concerns of athletes seeing Glenn De Los Reyes instead of the university's medical director for medical treatment as early as spring of 2022. That was about the same time the university extended his wife's contract. Other accusations more recently came to light back in December after concerns were brought to the university's student affairs about, quote, inappropriate treatment practices.
The university, as far as I know, did nothing to either investigate or stop the individual from performing treatments on the female student athletes.
After the most recent allegations surfaced, the university launched an investigation. De Los Reyes continued to coach, prompting the father of one player to send a series of emails to the university asking, quote, how long will Coach De Los Reyes be allowed to remain in contact with players she's abused? The more I find out in talking with other parents, the more incensed I become. That parent also sent this email to the athletic director, Paul Weir, calling some of his assertions in a recent phone call regarding the investigation, quote, disingenuous and offensive.
Parents are angry, the girls are angry, the whole state should be angry.
Eventually, Weir sent this email to coaches, telling them not to use the husband's services. As part of the investigation, university officials did a background check on him, and it came up with nothing. They also reached out to former colleges Megan De Los Reyes coached to see if they encountered similar issues. Again, nothing. And according to this email, university officials said they interviewed 20 people and looked at text messages and emails. The investigation determined there was, quote, no evidence to warrant an employment change for Coach De Los Reyes. The university did say they turned over the investigation to the local police department and district attorney should they, quote, view this information differently. University police issued the husband this no trespassing order due to an ongoing Title IX investigation. Target 7 made multiple attempts to reach out to Coach De Los Reyes and her husband.
Hi, you reached Glenn De Los Reyes. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
All we got was a voicemail. We're working on a story on how some basketball players have accused you of improper treatment. We wanted to give you a chance to respond. University officials declined to do an interview. Weir sent us this email saying in part, there were no findings of an abusive nature, nor that any ENMU employee forced student athletes to seek volunteer services. We did identify opportunities to improve training practices and internal policies with regards to volunteers and volunteer services. Now, that response from the university goes on to state that Eastern New Mexico made a change in leadership for the women's basketball team based on a complete review of the entire program. For Target 7, I'm John Cardinelli.
We reached out to the Roosevelt County District Attorney to see if there was an open investigation, and we have yet to hear back.